Hey guys. Um, so today I wanted to talk about goal setting a little bit, and just the kind of tendency people have to get involved in anything, any hobby without really having a goal in mind. But particularly exercise, lifting, all that. People just kind of come in and they set goals that they either have no idea how to get it. They just think, oh well, I'll just keep doing until it happens, or they just don't have a goal in the first place. And I'd honestly say having no goal is worse than having a goal that they were not really sure how to accomplish. Because at least with a goal that you aren't quite sure how to get, you'll educate yourself hopefully on the subject and learn as time goes by and kind of come to understand what it takes to reach that. I mean, a lot of people start out and they're like, man, I want to be, ripped for summer. I want to have a beach body. I want to have six pack abs, and I want to have this, that, and the other. Um, and they don't realize just how much work goes into that. And I mean, yeah, personally, I've never had six pack abs. Um, I I really wish I did, and I'm working towards it. But that's the thing is when I came into this a couple of years ago, I didn't realize just how much work it was going to take and how much dedication. So it's really important that when you set a goal, you understand what it is you're getting into, and you do some research first. Um, and this is also why whenever people talk about getting started and setting goals first, I will almost always suggest to them that they go for a strength based goal because that is something that they will see returns on generally much faster, in my opinion, than just straight up, fad dieting for unhealthy weight loss that ends up leaving them, noodle thin arms and unable to, get out of bed just because they got no energy because they've starved themselves. It's much easier to say, well, I want to be able to squat my body weight or bench my body weight or whatever, and then measure that as time passes because you go in every day, every other day, whatever, and you can measure your progress. You can see how far along you're going, and depending on what program you're using, you can attain that goal rather quickly. When I wanted to do, I wanted to bench my body weight, and I started, and I couldn't even bench, anything more than the bar at first, and I did 5 by 5, and within, I want to say 6 months, I was doing body weight, and I felt amazing. And it wasn't about, trying to watch pounds drop off the scale. It was about putting pounds on the bar. And so in that way, I was able to kind of stay motivated, keep my head in the game. Get your head in the game. Wildcat. Sorry. Right, but in that way, it's much more likely that you're going to stick with it because you can see the progress right away. The scale doesn't always tell you the truth. A lot of people will tell you if you want to lose weight, don't necessarily watch the scale. You're more concerned with fat loss than with weight loss. And I think that's what a lot of people get mixed up on. And I'm getting on a tangent here, so sorry. But as far as having a goal that you're not sure about versus no goal, if you have no goal, you're not going to make any progress, for the most part, towards any one thing. And I don't think you're going to be really very satisfied. I mean, sure, you might lose a little weight, put on some strength, but I mean, if you don't know what you want to do with yourself, if you know where you want to go, even beginning milestones, like 10 pounds off or 100 pounds, 50 pounds, whatever, onto one of your lifts over the course of 3 to 6 months or a year, whatever, then you're very likely to sputter out and go back to those bad habits. And I've seen it happen a bunch, and it's really disappointing every time you see it happen because you're like, man, you were so close. You were on the right path. You could have done it, and you just got you just got distracted because you didn't know what you wanted. I'm rambling. Sorry. But anyways, that's my biggest thing that I would tell you if I had to TLDR this. Just have a goal, educate yourself on what that goal is going to take, and then set small benchmarks along the way that will keep you consistent and that will keep you motivated. Because you can set the goal to lose 50 pounds and get really discouraged because you're like, man, it's been a couple months. I've only lost 10. I've only lost 15, whatever. But if you set that goal, like, okay, I'm going to lose 50 pounds. I want to lose 5 pounds by the first month and a half. Then you get there and you're like, okay, I met that goal. Awesome. What's next? So next is another 5 pounds, maybe, or 10 or whatever. But you get the point. You adjust and you set those small goals along the way that let you have those victories that you can kind of celebrate. Say, man, I've done it this far. I can keep going. And I realize that's not a very short TLDR. Anyways, just I'm gonna stop now because I'm rambling and I'm getting all carried away. So hopefully this maybe helped somebody, some of you. You can show it to a friend or something like that. Like, hey, watch this idiot ramble about goals. Anyways, I hope y'all take care. Bye bye.